I'm Alex Zylstra, a physicist at Lawrence Livermore working on fusion at the National Ignition Facility.
I'm Annie Kritcher, team lead in the Inertial Confinement Fusion Program at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in Livermore, California.
I was a little too young to remember where I was, but clearly the fall of the wall has shaped the modern world.
And although I was a child when the Berlin Wall fell, to me it means breaking down barriers that separate humanity. We have achieved for the first time an ignited deuterium-tritium fusion plasma in the laboratory on August 8, 2021 at the National Ignition Facility. This work is monumental because it brings society one step closer to eventually realizing fusion as a clean energy source. And in addition, it's an existence proof that achieving ignition in a laboratory is possible and that there's nothing fundamentally limiting us from doing this. Ignition is important because it's required for significant fusion energy output. And in addition, we now have a platform in the laboratory in which to study the novel plasma physics conditions around an igniting plasma regime. Here, an igniting plasma is a self-sustained plasma for duration of time, and the self-sustainment comes from self-heating of the plasma. So we have our deuterium-tritium fusion reactions, and that creates an energetic neutron and alpha particle, and we reabsorb the alpha particles into the plasma, which heats the plasma. So the self-heating for igniting plasma has to outweigh the energy losses to the system, as well as the amount of energy required to initially heat the plasma to get the reactions going. So to achieve an igniting plasma, this requires finesse of the design, as well as the experimental fielding conditions, and we made improvements to both of those aspects to achieve the recent results. So the recent results improved coupling of the driver energy to the plasma conditions to get this process going and enabled the self-heating to take over and burn through some of the remaining deuterium-tritium fuel.
Now that we're in this new regime with these self-heating plasmas, this burning plasma, ignited plasma regime, what's really exciting is that we can leverage that self-heating to make progress potentially much more rapidly. So the real question is how far we can go, how high of a fusion output can we get on the National Ignition Facility. That's going to be a very important question to answer in the next few years. Beyond that, I'm very excited to see someday, hopefully, this technology being applied to put energy on the grid from fusion.